Ahoy everyone, it's Jeff, aka Godless Scummer. This is gonna be a short one. It's a bit of an impromptu one. Wasn't planned. This is more just gonna be reacting to some news that broke a bit earlier today. As you can see by the title, yeah, it kind of came out that Kent Hovind, who I've covered on this channel a bit before, was arrested few days ago, I guess. And Yeah, and so we're just going to get into that, and we're just going to. I've linked a story in there which I'm going to read from. It's from Religion News Service. I think Hemant Mehta's also covered this in his blog as well. It says this: Kent Hovind, a controversial creationist preacher known as Dr. Dino, was arrested in a domestic assault case. Hovind, who claims that dinosaurs once lived and humans once lived together, was released from prison in 2015 after serving time for tax fraud. He told his YouTube followers he's being falsely accused. Now, I don't know whether that's to this particular charge or whether that's to the thing that he was locked up for the tax stuff, because he's always claimed innocence on that. Although I'll say, with the tax stuff, it was pretty much established. With this, I'm going to be absolutely clear about something. This is all allegedly at the moment. Kent has not been. He's not been found guilty of anything right yet. So, he's still innocent until proven guilty here. So we're going to be very clear on this. And Kent is, so it's probably want to be just clear on that point. So this is so this whole thing is just going to be really reading for this. This isn't going to be a sort of bash on Kent. Came out wrong. That's probably a wrong choice of words to say for this, but this won't be really like a rag or piss take of Kent like the last time it was when I covered him. It's just going to be a bit of breaking news, I suppose, and and I'll cover what's currently out there, and more when we find out more, I'll probably come back to this. So this is Hovind's controversial Alabama creationist preacher who recently sued the federal government for $500 million was arrested in late July on a domestic assault case. I believe it was Friday he was arrested. An arrest warrant dated July 19th alleges that the Reverend Kent Hovind, known as Dr. Dino, intentionally threw his estranged wife, Cindy Lincoln, to the ground, causing bodily harm. The same day the arrest warrant was filed, Lincoln also filed a petition for a protective order against Hovind in, I'm not probably going to butcher this name, Conecuh County, Alabama. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. The petition alleges one of Hovind's associates threatened Lincoln with a gun in January 2021. The alleged domestic assault occurred in October 2020, according to the petition. Reached by telephone, Hovind, who is out on bail, told Religion News Service he could not comment in detail on the arrest, saying that the matter would be resolved in court and that there was, quote, nothing to it. After speaking with Religion News Service, Hovind streamed a video addressing the charges, saying that he'd been falsely accused, going on to say, it's going to be fine, it's going to be fine, I'm squeaky clean. So news of the arrest and the request for a protective order was first posted by Robert Beatty, a blogger who has been critical of Hovind. I have a lot of criticisms of Robert Beatty, quite frankly, but I don't want to get too much into that because my issues with Beatty are to do with something altogether different, and that I don't really want to get into. I'll just say I've got my issues with Robert Beatty, but I will leave it at that. Hovind has long been a controversial figure. 2006, he was sentenced to 10 years in prison for tax fraud after failing to report hundreds of thousands of dollars in income, failing to pay taxes on wages for employees at the Creation Science and Dinosaur Adventure Land in Florida. Hovind has claimed that everything he owns belongs to God and therefore he owes no taxes. I remember that, yeah. I think he also, if I remember correctly, he made some sort of like weird soft sick kind of claim or something as well during that, but I can't quite remember exactly what it was he said. Hovind's first wife, who was also sentenced to prison time on the tax charges, and the couple was since divorced. Hovind contends to maintain his innocence on the tax fraud case, which, yes, I was just mentioned earlier. After release from prison, Hovind moved to Connecticut County, Alabama, where he set up his new Dinosaur Adventure Land, a Christian campground that promotes young Earth creationism. Campground's logo features a brontosaurus looking up at three crosses on a hilltop. Dinosaur Adventure Land is run by Creation Science Ministries, a non-profit where Hovind serves as president. Charity collected $560,638 in revenue during the fiscal year 2018, according to documents filed with the IRS. Hovind's own YouTube channel, which describes him as the most hated creationist on earth, has 184,000 subscribers, features a mix of videos about creationism and Bible study. Forbes recently reported that the channel has received more than 25 million views. Wow. In a video posted after his July arrest, Hovind asked supporters to pray that God would protect the ministry from outside threats. Lord, quote here, Lord, build a hedge of protection around us. We're being attacked, he prayed. In 2020, Hovind sued the government, blah, blah, okay, and that was dismissed. Okay, that's pretty much the article there that I've just gone through. Again, this was short. This was short and sweet, as I said it would be. Kent is denying this. At the moment, this is all alleged. This is all alleged. We don't know that this is, we don't know the facts here as of yet. Sure, if this goes to court, this will all come out. This will all come out in due course. We hope. We got to be careful, even if it is someone like Kent Hovind. Let's not jump to the guilty until proven innocent sort of things. This will be but this could be an interesting story. I mean, controversy never seems to be far away from Kent, and I forget. We said his estranged wife. Now I forget which wife he's on now, because I think it's either 4 or 5 now. I kind of lost count, honestly. He's going to be married, but I'm sure before he's going to catch up Liz Taylor's record for marriages before long. I'm sure. Anyway, okay. So that's really all I've got to cover. Really, I just want to come on here, just a bit of breaking news, I suppose, with this. Yeah, okay. I get it, Jenny, but no, I get it, Jenny. It's funny. It's funny, but no, we can't be like that. We can't be like that at all. Even with a guy like Kent, he's, we I suppose more, as more information comes out, we'll hear more. But it's kind of interesting. It'd be interesting to see that if there is anything any substance to this. Would it really damage Kent? I mean, you think the 10 years and the fact that he was exposed as a tax fraud would have kind of ruined him, but he seems to be still going very strong. We said how big his YouTube channel is, and the fact that, He's, I don't think he's short of money. I'll just say that much. Okay, so that's just basically it at the moment. This is just a bit of this is a story that's out there. There's still a lot more, obviously, to come on this, I'm sure. It's a bit more. If we find out a little bit more on this, we'll do up. I might do a little update on this and keep sort of following this story at a distance, sort of thing. So that's all I really sort of just jumped on to do, was just to cover this very briefly today. So in the meantime, I shall see you guys all later. Take care. Salute.